bomb these washouts. Something's squeaking. Yeah, I just realized I think I've already got this shock blown out. It's time to add some carrying capacity to this bike. And what I've got is this Toe Peak MTX bag. I love these bags. It's got the fold-out panniers on the side. This one, though, uses a T-Track system. So basically, it has this mounting plate right here that bolts down, and this rack is perfect with having the slots in the rails. So that bolts on, the bag then slips onto the T-Track and clips into place, and it's got this little quick release up front. My problem is that the screws provided with the T-Track mounting plate aren't long enough, and I need some fender washers and some lock nuts to go underneath it. So I figured we'll hop on the bike, we'll ride up into the town, hit the hardware store, and get what we need to put this thing on. This is quickly becoming one of my favorites, that is for sure. I mean, this thing is just holding speed, climbing all the way up this. And it's not even breaking a sweat doing it. What goes up must go down. Sure hope my camera angle is better this time around. This is all part of the neighborhood that never finished getting developed. But it's so much fun to ride. Just get to bomb these hills. If I remember right, this was flooded. Oh, it's drying up. Fenders are coming in clutch. A little bit more mud. Sloppy. It's always pretty wet through there from groundwater. I don't know if I've ever seen it really dry up completely. Burning rubber. Let's kick her up a little bit. Oh, this bike rips. Right through that sugar sand like it's nothing. These tires are just doing great. Something's squeaking. Not sure what that's all about. It almost feels like it's my seat post sliding down, because I feel like I'm sitting lower now. So I think I should tighten that when I get up to the top of this hill. I keep though like on my freedom, I want to twist the throttle and go faster, but for some reason they thought it was a great idea to have throttle follow and not make something change it. Oh yeah, she got muddy already. Let's tighten this up a little bit more. Pretty sure that is the squeaking. I guess opening day for the golf course is today. Good thing I rode it yesterday. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for another week to be able to ride the cart pass. So much fun. Oh, it's still squeaking. Must be a suspension pivot. You have to take a look at those next, I guess. This kind of stuff, this bike doesn't break a sweat on. But like right now, I wish I could, without bumping up the speed, I wish I could give her a twist of the throttle and get a little bit more out of it like I can on my freedom, but that's okay. Oh yeah, it's just eating this stuff up. What do you say? Should we keep on the fun train? Since the footage I recorded the first time through here, my camera was too low. See if we can do a little better this time. Bomb these washouts. Oh, you can hear that fork. Not having any rebound control, it just tops out so fast. This bike is so much fun. Keep pedal striking on this bike though. The pedals do hang down pretty low. I'm thinking I need to try the rear shock that I put on the Freedom. It's a coil shock. It works really well on that bike. Curious to see what it would do for this, but it's got adjustable rebound and compression. And it really transformed the Freedom. I bet it would do the same for this too. It feels like on this, changing the air pressure around, I'm either too stiff, or if I just soften it up even 10 pounds on that rear shock, all of a sudden it just blows right through the travel. That's kind of the downside with the small can air shocks, is the tuning window is very small on them. So for my size and weight, 260, I like to have the coil on there. And it's one less thing for failure. If I blow out that that air can, I'm going to have to ride back with the suspension all the way compressed. Which means I just realized I think I've already got this shock blown out. Which means I'd really have a lot of pedal strikes and stuff and not really safe to do. So I see me just putting the coil on it right away. Now the leverage ratio is different on the Freedom. I ended up having to go to a 1,000-pound spring on that bike, but I think this one, measuring the rocker out, I think I can get away with the 650 spring. So I might try that, and if it's too soft, I can always buy the optional 850 spring. And what that means is the 650, 850, 1000, that's how many pounds of pressure it takes to compress the spring 1 inch. And the thing is, it sounds like a lot, like holy cow, you need an 850 or 1,000-pound spring. But you got to realize the shock only has a 50-millimeter stroke. So it uses the rocker system to basically compound the travel. So by using leverage, think of it as like a teeter-totter, but the center point is offset. So one end is going to move a little bit and the other end moves a lot. That's how your rear suspension works. So you need a lot heavier spring because there's a lot more leverage on that spring. But they make them in all different rates and I want to say 50-pound increments pretty much. So you can really dial in the feel of that rear shock and it's going to stay consistent. The springs usually don't really wear out. You'll get an initial little sag to them, but you just can adjust a preload collar if need be. And every time you get on it, it's going to be consistent. Whereas even with an air shock, temperature plays a role, time plays a role, and you're slowly going to lose a little bit of air pressure in that and have to top it off. So for me and this bike and kind of riding I do, coil spring just makes sense. Got to get over so I can turn in a Tractor Supply. And just like that, here we are. All right, well, we got the rack bag on. I think it looks really good. Lots of clearance, lots of room. I like this bag for a few reasons. I like that when you open it up, it's bright yellow inside of here. You got pockets up here, you got a divider here. But as you can see exactly what you're looking for right in there. Also, these side bags open right up. And then you can take this, hook it right around, and now you've got big bags on each side. So that's what it looks like closed up. And then you can pop it open just like that. Now, if you don't want to run a bag at all in the back, you can press the release lever here, and the whole thing slides right off. It leaves you just with that mounting plate. Works really slick. See if I can put it back on one-handed. Yep, just like that. Locks right back into place. So for the other problem, as you can see, the bike now has a new rear shock. It's a D&M coil shock with adjustable rebound, 750-pound spring. Here is the stock one. Just give you an idea. This shock is actually sitting lower right now. It still has 200 PSI in it. I think it blew out an internal seal because it sucked the shock right on down now instead of extending it out. So that was my fix. I actually did the same thing on my wired Freedom. You do have to steal the hardware from the stock shock For up here, the bottom is already set up, ready to go. But now you don't have to worry about air pressure, and you have adjustable rebound to it. The other thing is I loosened up all the pivot bolts, greased everything lately, and installed some new thread lock. So now the rear suspension moves nice and free. But yeah, great upgrade. Really, really improves the handling of this bike.